Good morning, Detroit. This is Frank Wood, the Wood Dog. As you know, I always do what I do, and I always say what I say. And today is the anniversary of 9/11, one of the most horrific tragedies in the United States. But the Wood Dog and his Detroit Bike Blight Patrol says that there is a 9/11 situation right in the middle of downtown Detroit. Now, where am I, Detroit? Where am I, America? Citizens of Wayne County, where am I? Okay, if you can see behind me, I'm gonna show you where I'm at, Detroit. I'm at Gratiot and St. Antoine. There you go. Gratiot at St. Antoine. I'm gonna do a narrative on this site. This is my version of this Wayne County catastrophe right here on the corner of Gratiot and St. Antoine. Everybody's been doing interviews over here, Channel 2, Channel 4, Channel 7, Charlie LaDuff, and everybody else who happens to drive down Gratiot Avenue, either doing a story on this site or had something to say about it, but they don't put a face and a name behind it. Well, the Wood Dog is out here to do it, all right? An unsugar-coated, no chaser, baby. Here you go. As you know, I do blight. Okay, I've been at it all summer. Okay, I've been riding around north, south, east, and west side of Detroit on my new Detroit Cadillac. If you look at my videos on YouTube, I have over 25 videos of different locations in the north, south, east, and west side of Detroit, my city, where I live and I pay my taxes. If you're going to talk about Detroit, you have to live in Detroit, and that's what I do. All right? Now, saving the best for last, you've seen my videos, but when you go to YouTube and pull up Detroit Bike Blight Patrol, pull up all the videos so you can see them in their chronological order. All right? Because when you pull them up, people are hitting the same video over and over. It's got about 70 hits. I appreciate that. Continue to subscribe and give me your support. All right, once again, I'm at Gratiot and St. Antoine. All right, I got to get on my Detroit Cadillac, and I'm going to show you this blight. Because as I've always said, blight and neglect run hand in hand. In Wayne County, this is the old jail site that our former CEO, Robert Ficano, spearheaded. And it was a whole lot of mess behind this. And it's your tax dollars, Detroit, being spent on this site as we speak. What you see is this uncompleted Wayne County jail. It's been sitting here on the corner of Gratiot and St. Antoine, incomplete for the last 3 years. They let contractors milk them to death, to the point where he had no choice but to shut it down. And you can see all these weeds and rusting metal. You see all that metal right there, Detroit? That's about $10,000 worth of metal right there sitting on the ground. It hasn't been primed or painted, and it's just sitting there rusting. And they're gonna use that to open up this site again? I don't think so. Okay, you don't have to be a brain surgeon or a rocket scientist to know that rusting metal cannot be used. It'll rust right inside the concrete and collapse the structure. Okay, see all these weeds, Detroit? At the minimum, they should have somebody out here weed eating this property. Okay, there is no other construction site in downtown Detroit that looks like this or has ever looked like this. This is an embarrassment to the taxpayers of Wayne County. This is an embarrassment to myself, who lives and pay taxes in Wayne County and live in Detroit. Okay, just look at that. Weeds everywhere. They even had the nerve to block off the service drive. Maybe they don't want you to go back there and see the rest of that garbage. Okay, now this is the east side of the Wayne County jail that's incomplete. Okay, I'm gonna go back around to the other side. Now we're gonna hit this again, depending on how the sun was in my face. But Detroit, I had to come over here and show you. You see all that, Detroit? Weeds everywhere. They don't care about this site, okay? This site right here, this site is costing the citizens of Wayne County about $1 million a month, okay? Because this is what you see above ground, okay? What you see above ground is what I'm showing you. Weeds, rusting metal that they say they're going to use to reopen the site. We know that's not true, okay? More weeds. Those are cubicles for where the inmates were going to go, okay? Sorry about the sun, Detroit. It's in the morning, but you can see it, all right? Look at that. Okay, here we go. More rusting metal, more weeds. Okay, I'm heading back towards the Frank Murphy Hall of Justice. There it is right there. And the last word of that, the name of that building is Justice. And the citizens of Wayne County need some justice, and I'm gonna tell you about that in a second. Okay, we're on St. Antoine. I'm right between the Wayne County jail site and Frank Murphy. There's Frank Murphy over there. Wow, look at this. Weeds out on the sidewalk. Right across the street from the 3rd Circuit Court. Wayne County should be ashamed to have citizens coming down here for jury duty, Tiger fans, Lions fans, and they gotta walk by this site every time they come down here and look at that, Detroit. Look, debris, manhole covers, trash, plastic, potato chip bags, everything. But people who work for Wayne County, people want them to come to work clean shaven, shiny shoes, dress work attire, and all that good stuff. Don't leave work early. They want to have all these requirements, but they can't even take care of a site that the citizens of Wayne County are paying for. Okay, now let me play devil's advocate and keep it fair. There is no one currently working for Wayne County that really had anything to do with this site. There's a new elected administration, and they're here, and they had to inherit this from Robert Ficano. All right, here you go. Here's Robert Ficano's incompleted mess that's costing you $1 million a month to maintain this site. All right, I'm on the south side of this incompleted Wayne County jail. All right, look at all this stuff out here in the street. This is blight at its best and neglect at its best, okay? There is no other construction site that I can think of that was left in this condition. When they was building the Tiger Stadium, I was working down here. I seen them build it from start to finish. When they moved the gym theater from way north of this location down here off of Gratiot, I watched them do it from start to finish. When I watched them build Greektown, okay, that's Greektown. I watched them build that from start to finish. None of those sites were in this condition, ever, okay? Now, you have to really get down and dirty. Now, I'm gonna pause this video and I'm gonna come back. All right, Detroit, I'm back. Sorry about the sun. It's early in the morning, and I'm about to get off of my Detroit Cadillac and give you the lowdown skinny, and I'm gonna make it brief. Okay, here goes some more weeds going towards Gratiot of the Wayne County jail site. I want to show you where a big marquee used to stand when they were building this jail. Attempting, there you go, rusting metal, top to bottom, rusted out. And they're gonna open up this site again. Okay, this is the corner. Once again, I went around the jail. I gave you a eyeball tour, okay? Now, let me get off my Detroit Cadillac. All right, this location right here is where a big marquee used to be. It had everybody's name on it who was attached to the Wayne County Jail project, okay? And after the SHIT hit the fan, you started seeing names disappearing from that marquee. Robert Ficano, Takia Mullen, Alcazar, whatever their names are. All those people were on this marquee right where I'm waving my hand. It was almost as tall as this pole. They were proud of this site. All right, but there's bonds on this site, Detroit. Wayne County has to pay bond money on this site. This is our kids' money. I stood right on the steps of the Frank Murphy Hall of Justice about 3 years ago. And me and Charlie LaDuff was standing over there talking about what I'm talking about right now. This is our bond money, Detroit. Okay? And look at it. They don't know, they still don't know what they're going to do with this site. But there were a lot of Wayne County employees who were hurt because of this site. Okay? They can't get a good contract. Okay? Benefits and everything is jacked up all because of this site. And Robert Ficano and his administration was in charge of this mess. And now you got that same individual who's running for 3rd Circuit Court judge, and he just made the cut for the primary in November to be a judge, possibly out of this business of building handle criminal cases, or the Coleman Young Center downtown, or even maybe the Juvenile Justice Center over on Warren and I-75. You know, that man cannot sit down. If I had the longevity and seniority in Wayne County that he had, I would be going somewhere spending some of that money I got instead of trying to come back, put on a black robe, and make decisions that affect families. There is no other position that I can think of other than a police officer or a corrections officer or something like that, where their decisions affect families. Okay? That former administration couldn't even handle this site, Detroit. Okay? That's costing everybody who was connected with Wayne County, the hard-working employees, the civil service and union employees, for what that's worth. If you ain't got no money, then you can't really get half of what you think that you deserve. Okay? And I'm one of those people who are directly affected by the former CEO and his cronies who had their name on a banner up here proud of a project that they had to shut down when it exceeded $330 million of taxpayer dollars. Okay, now once again, this is what you see above ground, Detroit. This is very crucial. Okay, now what I say is not the gospel, and it's might not necessarily be 100% true. It's what I think I know, but I know what I know. This is what you see above ground. But if you were walking by this construction site when it was under construction, they dug a hole almost 40 feet in the ground. There is infrastructure in the ground that is complete. It's like a little city underground. They have hydrostatic pumps down there that have to have constant electrical power to make sure that that whole subterranean environment of that jail does not flood. That's why it's costing $1 million a month to maintain this site. And then they got security to make sure that nobody comes in here and starts cutting the rebar out and taking the metal. All right? But most importantly, whether this jail goes up, goes down, or gets sold, the Wayne County employees, the hard-working people who work for Wayne County, will be affected by this decision for the next 10 to 15 years. The former CEO was something else. He made promises to people to pay them severance pay and then try to take it back, you know, cutting people's pay because they couldn't negotiate, forcing people to lose houses and cars. And yet and still, you still have an entity of people in Wayne County want to vote for this man to sit on the circuit court bench and make decisions that affect families. Okay, I just don't see it. Okay, what you need to do, Detroit and the citizens of Wayne County, is pass over that name for circuit court judge. He was a non-practicing lawyer, okay? Just because he was the CEO don't mean that he can step inside a courtroom and make decisions that's going to affect families. All right, there is nothing more precious than an individual's family, okay? And the decisions that were made on this site is affecting more families than you know. It's forced people to lose a lot, a whole lot, myself included. Nobody is immune from a bad decision from a person that's at the top in control of the money. All right? Now that is what I had to say. This is the blight that I wanted to show you. This is the neglect that I wanted to show you that your tax dollars are paying for to this day. On this site, on this corner at Gratiot and St. Antoine, right in the middle of downtown Detroit. There's the 36th District Court over there. There's the DTE Energy Powerhouse. There's the Ford Field Administrative Buildings with the Ford Field right behind it. Okay. Over in that direction, you got Tiger Stadium. You can't see it because it's blocked. You got historic theaters right there on that corner. You got the Wayne County Jail right here. You got the Frank Murphy Hall of Justice. Okay, let me show you down the street. Down the street, you got the casino, one of the biggest structures down with that blue windows. It looks beautiful. And they have to drive by this site to get to where they're going. Now, if anybody cared about this site, at the minimum, they would have a lawn service company or somebody come up here and cut some of these weeds down and stuff that's growing inside this fence. They're inside the fence. They're outside the fence. The wood dog is saying it. You know what I do, and you know what I'm about. And the wood dog is out. This is my last video of the summer. I'm going to let my 26 videos on my Detroit Bike Blight Patrol speak for me until next summer. So go through my videos, pull them all up, share them, like them to anybody you want to. And know this has affected more families than anyone. There is no current elected official that had a dog in this fight that's still around. Okay, they're all gone. And they left us with this mess. Damn.